Announced on July 7th, Finland has acceded to the NATO multirole tanker transport or MRTT capability program. The move gives Finland access to flight hours with Airbus A330 MRTT multirole aircraft and is said to strengthen the nation's contribution to the development of NATO's shared capabilities in aerial refueling, strategic airlift, and medical evacuation. In this video, we review the NATO program and what this means for Finland. Let's get started. And so Finland joins NATO's A330-based multinational MRTT fleet program. As we mentioned in a previous video, the other participating nations for this particular scheme are Belgium, Czech Republic, Denmark, Germany, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, and Sweden. Sweden and Denmark are actually relatively new members as well, having formally joined the Multinational Multirole Tanker Transport Unit, or MMU, on June 25, 2025, during the NATO summit in The Hague. The program is based on the concept of pooling and sharing in the framework, of which the member states jointly own and operate the Airbus A330 MRTT multirole aircraft fleet. This screenshot of a Dutch Ministry of Defence webpage is definitely out of date, but it gives you an idea of how participating nations divide and share the aircraft. As you can see, the webpage explains that aircraft are technically registered to the Netherlands, but are NATO property. Financed by participating countries, each member gets an annual allocation of flight hours. Modified Airbus A330-200 commercial airliners, the Airbus A330 MRTT is a multirole aircraft capable of several things: aerial refueling, strategic airlift, as well as medical evacuation missions. The jet can transport up to 267 troops or 45 tons of cargo and deliver full aeromedical evacuation capabilities. A total of 12 MRTT aircraft have been ordered through the program, and deliveries will be complete in the next few years. The unit only reached its full operating capability in March 2026. Technically, these aircraft are owned by NATO and managed by the NATO Support and Procurement Agency, or NSPA. The fleet is operated by the multinational MRTT unit based out of airbases at Eindhoven and Cologne. According to Airbus, a third base is being planned in Kalb, Denmark. The actual pilots and technicians thus come from member nations participating in the program. Naturally, Finland too will deploy personnel to the unit. Joining the program allows Finland to be allocated MRTT aircraft flight hours that it can use for various missions. With this in mind, the country's procurement division states that the aerial refueling capability is completely brand new to its military. As such, the capability is unlocked, and Finland no longer needs to make arrangements with allies for aerial refueling. Well, not in the traditional sense. Firmly within the Finnish Defence Forces is the C-295M, said to be the Air Force's first actual tactical transport aircraft. The C-295M can carry a 2,000-kilogram payload up to 4,000 kilometers and is fitted with self-protection systems. This aircraft is capable of operating from very short and narrow runways, requiring a minimum takeoff distance of only 670 meters and a landing distance of only 320 meters. As such, it still remains a valuable asset for Finland, while access to the A330 MRTT also gives the country strategic airlift capability, able to transport many more troops and much more cargo, much further afield, albeit to far fewer airfields than the C-295M is able to serve. But it's great to see Finland joining this NATO program about a year after Sweden and Denmark became members. Many have criticized allied forces of Europe for being too disparate and non-cooperative in terms of procurement and standardization. Yes, there are still many examples of this, but at the same time, it's schemes like the NATO multinational MRTT unit that demonstrate that collaboration and sharing of assets is possible. The potential downside of this is a loss of sovereignty and the ability to act independently on short notice. At the same time, the size of the MRTT fleet means that availability may not be much of an issue, with an MMF Services Program Manager at Airbus saying, "Multinational crews stand ready 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, ensuring that aircraft configured for air transport and air refueling operations or medical evacuation can depart within 24 hours." So, what do you think of Finland joining this shared fleet? What do you think of the concept in general? Let us know by leaving a comment.